Coming up next is Marvel News number 130. It's an all-team sports edition of Marvel News. We're going to talk about all the teams in the Marvel Universe. Well, not all, but most of them, including the Avengers and the Age of Ultron. We're also going to talk about Uncanny Avengers, and how Rick Remender has a whole bunch of issues laid out for the future. We're going to talk about the new Uncanny X-Force, not the one you're reading now, but the one that's coming. And we're going to talk about Stan Lee Media and how they are, once again, tilting at windmills. All that and more coming right up.
Told you.
Here at Alternate Reality, we have a first day sale, and in that first day sale, I picked 7 books, and I mark them at 40% off on the day they first come out. That's right, New Comic Day. And those Magnificent 7 are made up of 4 comics and 3 trade paperbacks. Now, that's every week here at the store, so be sure to stop down and save 40% off 7 of the hottest new titles that are going to ship this week.
It's now time for entertainment galore. And here to help you with the DCs is Comic Book Man and Bo.
New rules, old rules, no rules. Hurry up and pick one. Marvel Comic Book News, episode 130, Wheatless Crime.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. Bo?
Yes, it's Marvel News time, kids.
Marvel News time! And it's coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone, especially my team comics from Marvel, X-Men, Avengers, the stuff we're going to talk about here today. And we're going to start off with The Age of Ultron. We've talked about this before. You got an update.
We already told you it would be a 10-issue limited series. Brian Hitch and a whole bunch of people are working on it. The tie-ins to this little event will only be confined to 7 series altogether.
Just 7.
And for the most part, it will take place in single-issue stories. This March to June event will not carry over any plot threads from Brian Bendis' Avengers era. He said, look, anything that I didn't wrap up while I was on Avengers, it's over, it's gone, and it'll involve Moon Knight, the new Superior Spider-Man, and Hawkeye.
Those 3.
Those 3 will be the big part of it. There'll be a lot of stuff in there. Age of Ultron. Big event.
Age of Ultron.
Big event.
It's coming your way.
Coming your way.
Start saving your money. Okay.
Lock them things up.
Uncanny Avengers. Rick Remender has not 1, not 5, not 10, not 15, but how many issues?
20.
20 issues in the can.
He's already laid out the first 20 issues of the book, which just started a month and a half ago.
So we're good
so
for
we
at
got
least a year or
18
two.
more issues to go here. Yeah. The second arc of this book will be drawn by Daniel Lacuna. It's called Ragnarok Now. It'll involve Apocalypse, King, and the Red Skull, because the Red Skull is a big part of what Remender's working on. And in case you're going, wait a minute, wasn't Apocalypse part of the X-Force book that Remender was working on? Yes, and everything that happens there is all tied into this.
Okay. Lady Fatomex is going to be a big part of the new, not the old one, but the new Uncanny X-Force series.
Yes, Lady Phantom X, who's going to be called Cluster. She's not going to be called
Cluster.
She's not
as in cluster. Oh.
Yeah, as in yeah. I don't know where they came up with that name. Is pretty
Cluster.
Actually, I would prefer Lady Phantom X to Cluster.
Oh, I prefer Lady Cluster.
But
what goes with Cluster? What goes with Cluster?
Cluster, Bluster,
Suster,
Bluster, what?
Something with an F.
But
Cluster,
Lady Phantom X, which I'm assuming, well, they can't change it now because the Uncanny X-Force #1, I think, ships this week.
Cluster Phantom X. There you go. Cluster Phantom X.
She's not exactly.
I got it.
She's not exactly a brand new character. There's a history behind her, which was hinted at the last issue of Uncanny X-Force 35, the last issue that Rick Remender wrote. So there's a reason why we don't have the male Phantom X. We've got some woman walking around calling herself Lady Phantom X.
Lady Phantom X. Okay. And our last story up involves Stan Lee. Stan Lee, our time, where we're taping this right now. Stan Lee just had his 90th birthday.
Happy birthday, Stan!
Happy birthday, Stan. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. I know that you've made Disney's life absolutely miserable, though, because you are doing what?
Well, not exactly.
Well, he's not.
Stan Lee Media.
Which isn't Stan Lee.
Which Stan Lee has nothing to do with.
No, but it's still called Stan Lee Media.
But it's called Stan Lee Media because apparently they can't think of a real name. Although people go, if it's called Stan Lee Media, we're Stan Lee. They go, oh, he's a worker. He has nothing to do with this. But they're suing Disney this time around for $5.5 billion.
What?
Why?
By saying that Disney doesn't actually own the Marvel characters and that Stan Lee signed the copyrights over to us. Which every
Didn't we do this already?
Which every judge in the country has already said, no, he didn't. Get the hell out of my courtroom.
Didn't we do this story already?
Yes, and they sued and they were thrown out of court. So
And
now
so
they're
suing
filing it
again.
one more time to find the stupidest judge in the world who will actually listen to them, although the judge are talking to
Doesn't it cost money to do this?
and they don't have much money, which is just dumb.
Don't you need lawyers
You
and
need
who
lawyers
charge you money?
Who
to do
apparently
this?
are being paid on. Well, they think, if we sue them for $5.5 billion,
Maybe they'll give us $100,000 and tell us to go away.
You
That
get
might be. That
you
might
get
be
you
exactly
get a
what they're
contingency
asking for.
fee. Although, is it every judge they've gone up to so far with this waste of time has went, get the hell out of my courtroom. He has nothing to do with this, and he didn't sign anything over to you.
Well, good luck with that.
I like the deposition for Stan Lee. What he had to say about it.
Yeah, Stanley's like those jerks. I had nothing to do with them. I left them in a minute.
Okay, that's it. We're done. We're finished our order. We got no more Marvel news. Go to the store's website. Check out all the Marvel news. This man sends me. I post up there. Bo.
Yes, Sarah, explain to the kids where the website is.
I told you. Unless you post more Harry Potter, I won't say www.myalternatereality.com anymore. Oh, wait.
And now that you know, be sure to stop off there and check out all of his news and all of the stuff that I post up there besides news, like shipping and reviews from JR and all sorts of other wonderful stuff. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And this is Bo.
saying bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.